A very good day to you and welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Jedel Kabir. It's always a pleasure to have you joining us for these conversations which you say will help our political leaders in making better policy and political decisions. Prof, today we are back again to what the hell is happening in this country. Look at finance law of 2023, being called unconstitutional, nullified. 2024, Ruto had to withdraw it. We go back looking at 2022 now to collect our taxes. What the hell, is it our legislatures? Is it just a problem?
No, it's just, this is how you grow. This is how you grow. How you grow your democracy. In other words, you are having a citizenry that is, you people say walk or what? Walk, yeah. Because democracy requires continuous vigil. People must ask questions. The more questions people ask, the more safe your democracy is, the more vibrant the democracy is. Secondly, you grow your laws. Lawyers call it jurisprudence. Jurisprudence.
Yes.
You grow it that way.
Yeah.
So it's healthy. By the way, it's very healthy. And the governance is improved. People know you don't take anything for granted. People know before you do something, look at what the Constitution says, both the spirit and the letter. Look at what the citizens are saying on the ground, listen to them. It's very healthy. Actually, it's a very good thing.
But the problem also comes, I don't know who in government was saying, we have a problem with litigations.
Yes.
Like nothing can just sail through. Litigations,
it's a
it has become something
no,
that
it is a farce. People had been bottled up. Sasa wanapumua. Let people breathe. Acha wakoe. We had been suppressed for so long. The pressure had built. Let the pressure get out. It's just normal. That's just a phase we are going through. After which things will be normal now.
We have a new Attorney General nominated.
Before you go far, I must say I'm very happy about Dorcas. I don't know her. But she has been a permanent fixture in the judiciary, in the prosecution. So whenever there has been a job, I have never failed to notice that they have bypassed Dorcas. Tobiko, Murugo, my friend, and so on, and even the list. I've been asking myself, why are they bypassing this lady? And I'm sure even those who are made attorney generals finally find her the person who can do the job. You get a title, but there's somebody who can do the job.
Yes.
I'm very excited about it. I don't know her. I just feel it that this is the way to go. It's like this man, is it a court or a moth in health?
A moth.
If you hear somebody has been given, I don't know whether he's still acting. If he's wrong, if somebody's not good, then remove him. Dorcas has been there. Everybody knows her. She's been doing a good job. Now they keep bringing others from outside. Don't care about she's Luo, now Raila is in I don't care about that.
Yes.
I just care that
the mere fact that
I'm
she's
just
there.
happy that at last.
But the problem comes in with the personality or the leadership style of President Ruto.
Yes.
You can get someone who's so competent at doing a job, but then we have the managerial style of President Ruto. Might this, according to you, limit Dorcas Oduor's performance?
We never operate in a vacuum anywhere in the world. Actually, to be very honest, those who serve under the president are as good as the president wants them to be. If you try to do something and the president doesn't want you, you'll go home. So that's unfortunate, but it's true.
Then how would you talk to Ruto? Because everyone is saying you've shuffled cabinet, you've brought some people who are really good at their jobs. Then how should he lead on with this new
I don't know.
face?
That is his style. Ask me, Manyora, if you become president, what would you do? I'll first of all choose the best men and women, and I'll let them do the job. And believe me, because I know Kenyans, 50% of the people I will hire will go in the first 6 months. I know that for sure.
Why so?
Because my demands will be so high.
Or you'll be the one to kick them out?
My demands will be so high. I'm sure within the first 6 months, half of my cabinet will go away. Half of my they'll go away. They can't, because the bar will be so high.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we go back to where we started with the finance bill. Something, it's a crisis we are looking at because we don't have 2024, we don't have 2023.
It's not a crisis. Where is the crisis?
And you saw what happened with 2024. The president was all about we have to borrow, even doubling what was to be collected.
Not that he's lying, but that is a lie that has been told too many times. A finance bill is a law that government takes to parliament for parliament to allow it to raise extra taxes. They come up with measures. We need some 200,000. Can you allow us to make VAT 16% instead of 8%, which was negotiated by Uhuru? Can you allow us to tax these people? Can you allow us to tax this category of people so that we raise the extra? But the Finance Act that is being repealed, if it's not repealed, it's just there.
So we go back to 2022.
Yeah.
And the question
because
is...
that one was repealing it. To the extent that it's in the constitution, so there was no repealing that took place. It's in force. So the only thing is that the extra levies that Ruto government came up with last year, those ones must cease forthwith. They moved VAT on fuel from 8 to 16, it goes back to 8. Housing levy, all these things that were came courtesy of the Finance Act of 2023, ceased.
But you know, most of our debt repayment was reliant on the collection of taxes we're going to...
It's not true.
Not
true. Like, let's say, look, let's not go into 2023. Let's go to 2024, because it's fresh. How much were we wanting to borrow? About 344 billion.
Yes.
340 something billion. Is that money for paying taxes? No. It was for specific small things within the budget. And I can tell you, I don't want to say it because I've said it too many times. I feel bad that I keep saying it, but let me say it. There are so many useless things in the budget, which all you need to do is remove them. Yeah, that's all. Every time you have your budget, you put in things that are useless. You factor in corruption. It's called budget padding. So you just stop budget padding and you are in business. Yeah, that's all.
So for most of the crises that we have in this country, the reliance of goodwill from the president to make these things change
is extremely, extremely important. If you try to do anything without the goodwill of the president, my friend, you'll go nowhere.
And so this country, are we looking at a place where we are doomed to fail because the president seems to be making the same mistakes, the same moves? Is this what we are looking at? No hope for Kenyans because, well, we are continuing the same way since the president took over.
It's just that we are having baby steps.
Are you seeing, we are seeing steps?
Yeah, we are doing baby steps and what we are moving as a country. You know, let us also be fair to ourselves. How many countries are like Kenya? I know it's a very bad way of looking at things. You don't compare yourself with the worst. But surely, we are not doing badly. This country should be moved to the next level. We are stuck at some level. But even at that level, we can survive. And we are better than many others around us. Yeah. This is a beautiful country. And things are moving. You know, there are countries where even to be paid, salaries like a rumor. Ikikuja unashukuru Mungu na wewe ni mfanyikazi wa serikali. Ama ujui hiyo?
But you know, that is what the people are telling the president. You're comparing us with Sudan when it comes to some aspects. When it comes to collection.
But you can't fail to do that because sometimes you are too hard on yourselves. Let us also not be too hard on ourselves. We are making progress. Look, Jomo Kenyatta had his own problems, a lot of them. He planted dictatorship and all the bad things in this country. Moi took over and perfected them. But even when you look at the time between Kenyatta and Moi, from 1963 to 2002 when Moi left, how many countries in the world had failed and become banana republics? But we were there. So for that, you must also give them credit. So I'm saying there's so much we need to do to change this country. But even before we do that, we are still moving.
We need to appreciate where we are.
We appreciate where we are and appreciate our leaders. I appreciate Kibaki, I appreciate Uhuru, I appreciate Ruto, I appreciate all of them.
You can't be appreciating.
But I'm sure
You can't be appreciating Ruto at this particular
I appreciate
time.
Ruto because we are not a failed state. Leo Nterengapi.
Tarehe
First,
moja.
civil servants have been paid their salary. Those are simple measures. You know, I was sick one day in a hospital bed, and my doctors were telling me, "You are doing very well." I told them, "You are very stupid, you doctors. How can you say?" And they said, "Look here, we can see you are eating, you are going to the toilet." To us doctors, that's almost perfect, because you can't be perfect. These bodies have issues. So even governments, but what are the measures? There's security. You live in your house. There are no gangs roaming the streets and estates like in other countries. Civil servants are being paid. Our children are going to school. They may not be very good education, but they are going to school. The other countries' children can't go to school. Or where they are escorted by guns to go to school. You know, we are not there. We don't want to go there, but we must appreciate also the little things of life. I'm not a Quaker, but Quaker, you know, the Friends Church.
Yeah.
It is domiciled in my area. That's the headquarters and everything. They always say, please, be grateful of the little things that God has given you. We have to be grateful that we have a beautiful country. Our leaders have not done what they ought to do. We are not where we ought to be. But at least we are somewhere. So the next phase,
Post this litigation.
the next phase is for Kenyans themselves. If they want to continue where they are, and I'm not saying we are in a bad place, let them still look at the ordinary politicians. Raila, Ruto, Kalonzo, Eugene. Those in that range, we will get good leaders. Because these are all good leaders. And we shall survive. Kenya is not going down, forget about it. We shall survive. But if they want to change so that Kenyan children grow up with hope, so that you don't need to get to know anybody to get a job and the jobs are available. You step in a hospital, you don't need anything apart from an ID that you are a Kenyan. And you get full quality health care or treatment. They must now look outside the traditional leaders. They must come to people like Manyora now, who can take this country to the next level.
So in the meantime, we continue waiting for more litigations, more court
The
cases,
litigations
more
will be there. And I welcome those, the umtatas.
Yeah.
They are useful. When the train is hurtling the wrong direction, it can kill all of us. And they stop it. We must appreciate them. So for the finance bill, for the avoidance of doubt, there is no crisis. Absolutely none. We shall go back to the 2022 Act. It was good enough. The extra levies the president wants, he has been denied by the courts. He should also live with that. He should not try to say there's so much change we are going to put in place. Let's just look at the budget. Let's remove things in the budget that surely have no reason for being there. That's all. We remove things from the budget that have no reason for being there.
Thanks for tuning into that conversation. What do you think? Back to 2022 and in 2024. Have yourself a lovely rest of your day.